There's Law Forensic Science team. See you again.
Oh, we're back.
Let's get this banking going on. I don't mind. Let's get this banking going on. Bankers go to I like it like that. Drop off box.
I love it. He points out a Dropbox, which is fabulous because this is the last thing this guy wants to see is a Dropbox. All the documents they have are pointless and would be thrown out immediately. He wants to have a confrontation with somebody that he's like surprise attacked. He does not want a Dropbox.
Hospitality, do you still live? Get a shot of that right there, Tom. This is child support.
Oh yeah, child support.
Child support. Civil.
Hey, you're talking about that thing that's unlawful and illegal?
You should point to child support, and then you should point right over to criminal, because that's what child support is.
Right in the line. Child support, criminal. Yeah, look at.
It's not really in the line. It's funny to just watch them sit there and make insane statements and agree with each other for no good reason whatsoever.
Look at that. Oh, that's where we're supposed to be.
Snack bar?
Yeah, that's what happens when we go to court.
We eat these judges
That's
like a
right.
snack.
I've never really seen a snack bar.
Gotta love it.
Any way they can make money. Any way they can make money.
Gotta love it.
Keep you there all day.
This guy is really obsessed, and it's common with this sort of thing. He said, he was talking about bankers or any way they could make money, as if there's something wrong with making money. I mean, they're providing a snack bar because it's a public facility and people get hungry and they're there a lot. That's all. That's why they're doing it. There might be some profit motive, but it's marginal. It's just standard operating procedure, number one. Number two, there's nothing wrong with it.
They should just have a big sign outside saying Bank of Pasco County.
Actually,
Think about the verbiage. Poly-tick. Poly, more than one, tick, blood-sucking parasite. A Congress, a group of monkeys.
yep.
A Congress.
Yeah, I've told a couple people, they're like, what are you saying?
Yeah, it's because people in America don't speak English. They speak moron.
You know, if you have to be here because they call you here for whatever reason, they should feed you at least.
Right?
I mean, not the food that they do in
They
jail,
do a
but
bill
like,
every time I have to show.
You don't need to be there. And no, there's no reason for them to feed you. What planet are you from?
Up here, they get a bill and I get paid.
yeah, but they should
Every time
feed
I
us
have to
too.
show
Though.
up here, they get a
Technically they
bill.
are.
Yes, they should feed you and then pay you. For what? Having to come to court because you broke the law?
Not immediately.
More than most.
That's us.
Here we go. It's finally their turn.
Good morning. I'm Ronnie Davis from Bears Law Forensic Science Team. I was told to come down to this office in order to give you guys this right now. I don't know that you'd accept it. It's on David Ray Bays' case. The state's picking up the charges, so we are going to submit a bill on it because it's unlawful and illegal for the state to pick up charges. So we are going to send them a bill, and
Okay, that's insane, and I'm a clerk.
we've already went to the court and spoke with the state attorney and the bailiff in there and told them that we were coming down. They directed us to come down here. Went to the state attorney's office. They directed us to come down here. So we just wanted to get the names of everybody that sent us someplace else.
No, you didn't talk to the state's attorney. You're gonna have to go back to that video if you haven't seen it. Bears Law. You didn't see the state's attorney. You were in the wrong building. The bailiff did not direct you to come down there. He suggested you could go someplace to just leave his office and stop wasting everyone's time.
That way, when we send in the 1099, a commercial lien, a bill of lading, a bill of attainder, and an affidavit of truth and a statement of facts, I know who's going to prison.
Nobody except maybe you.
That's how we do this. So I just wanted to hand you this. I don't know that you can take it. I'm not suggesting.
The clerk of court has to, by law, under Title 26/26 CFR, fill out the employment identification number and give it back to us.
Failure to
Otherwise,
acquiesce is
she'll be
violation of
looking
Title
at
18 USC 23.
misappropriation of public funds.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, they don't. And again, it's a clerk.
Sorry, go ahead.
Legal stuff. I'm not an attorney,
That's all right,
so I
that's all
don't.
right.
So I don't understand
Yes,
what you're
ma'am.
saying. So,
As a
what is
for-profit and gain corporation established with an employment identification number,
Okay.
right? And since you forced, contract
Not
against,
you guys, not you guys, but the state attorney's office, same building.
our
Not you
patient,
guys.
right? You forced contract. Well, we're gonna need the employment.
No contract's been forced. Not him, but his brother was accused of a violation of the criminal code and is being prosecuted for it. That's it.
Identification number of the clerk in order to correct the tax records for his copyright. Refusal or failure to do so will be construed as misappropriation of public funds and
No, it won't.
embezzlement, obstruction, and non-compliance of Title 26/26 CFR.
again, that's all legal mumbo
Yes,
jumbo.
ma'am.
I'm
Yes,
not
ma'am.
It's mumbo jumbo, all right.
an attorney, so it doesn't mean.
Well, right now, the clerk in this
Is being put on
No.
notice. That's all this is,
Okay.
ma'am. It's just to put
she's
you guys,
evading
let you know it's
taxes.
not your fault.
She's evading taxes.
Okay.
And those taxes have to be reported. Now the IRS is going to want to know where the funds are located.
And why the oath of office in violation of that insurance bond was violated under Title 18 U.S.C. 23 on Canon number 7. When a judge or police officer violates the oath of office, they're no longer immune and punishable as any other criminal.
Okay.
All right,
So
I love this. This clerk is just blowing him off, and she's using the excuse, and I would too. It's the one that's most readily available to her, which is, I'm not the person to talk to about this, but she understands completely that they're full of it. She's just saying, gee, I don't know what that is. Well, yeah, it's crazy, is what it is.
not to interrupt
Go
you,
ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
That's all right.
Let me see if I can get somebody out here that
Thank
can
you.
talk to you.
There you
because
go. That's
I have
all right.
no idea
Bless your heart.
Of what it is that you're talking about, or what it is you're requesting.
Thank
or
you.
Where to send you to get the information that you want.
Somebody that actually is doing
Yeah,
Thank you.
a decent
Thank you.
It's lunchtime, so I don't really.
I know.
Oh, the condescension is deliciously awful. He just comes up and spews a pile of insanity. Just the most obvious crazy that you can think of. and then has the gall to talk down to her. Like, oh, it's so nice of you.
That's all right. I know I'm catching you guys.
I'll go see if I can look.
Your name is?
My name's Patty.
Thank you, Patty.
And you're looking for the clerk's tax ID number? Is that
yes,
what
you
you're
have
saying?
one. Everyone has
Or
one.
the,
And if I show
the
you,
legal analyst, whoever your legal analyst is that defends you guys if something comes up wrong or violates it, there's just someone that can look at this real quick. If you,
They don't have a legal analyst. It's the clerk's office. It's a courthouse. There's attorneys all over the place, and they're not hanging out in the clerk's office unless they're actually doing business. But that's their customers. That's not the clerk's office. Oh Lord, what makes him think that there's an attorney in the back? He's got an office, and he's just sitting around waiting for crazy people to show up to tell him that their nonsense doesn't make any sense. Oh my Lord, it's hard to deal with.
you would.
Okay, well, our clerk's attorney isn't here. He's only here on Thursdays.
Okay, then we're probably going to have to come back on a Thursday and present them with that.
Let me go see if I can talk to somebody now.
yeah, you should be having one already filled out over the counter. You should have one.
But
They got to ask their boss, though. Their boss will have to clear that because it's
if you
illegal.
guys can do me a favor, if you guys can take a seat out in the lobby.
Sure will.
That's where we've been.
Thank you,
Okay, and
Patty.
then
Thank
I'll
you.
be back in just a moment.
Appreciate your time.
Oh, I love it. They just so gently told to pound sand by a clerk.
Well, actually,
Do what?
Did you catch that?
Which thing?
We're gonna have you step over, have a seat in the lobby so I can help.
yes, in this room here, there's actually a park.
Hey, be the keyword.
Right.
What do these people have against making money? That is not what's going on here. It's a government agency, and governments are horrible at making money, and they're just trying to get by. What she's saying is someone who's not wasting her time. It's not really an issue of payment. It's an issue of sanity.
Yeah. Extorted, she meant.
Come on. This is an extortion. None of these people in here are for you at all. They're a bunch of criminals.
Building
And because we
organized
have
crime.
11 judges already going to prison to call twice a week to beg, please don't prosecute it. We have one already in prison. Sovereign citizens.
I want to hear this. I mean, if you get a judge thrown in jail, that usually makes the news. Send me a clip. Give me a recording of this judge begging you. in your delusional mind, and just so you can prove to the rest of the world it's not the voice in your head, but it actually occurred. How's that?
Can't have a sovereign. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. You can't be. People in America. America's like the dumbest group of people on the face of the planet. Everybody in the world knows more about our law, more about our history, more about our rights, more about our stuff than anybody else here. They're all walking around stupid. In an age of knowledge, you're walking around not knowing the difference between legal and lawful. Child support, sedition, racketeering, capital felony treason. No law whatsoever. You don't want to pay child support? You get in touch with us and watch how I fill a commercial lien, a bill of attainder, an affidavit of truth, a statement of facts, and their asses will run for their life and they'll never call you again.
Well, that is A, hilarious, and B, of course, a horrible, horrible idea. If you tried any of the things that he just said, you're just going to end up with sanctions and problems. And if he does it, he's going to end up getting jailed for unauthorized practice of law. And you will irritate the people making the decisions, who will try to separate it, but still will not help your cause in terms of child support. If you owe child support and they can prove it, you're going to have to pay child support. But that's how it works. And there's nothing this guy can do about it.
Because it's against the law. Charge child support. Probation is against the law. Driver's license is sedition, racketeering. You can't take my free right to travel and turn it into a vested interest where I have to pay extortion fees for insurance, tax, registration. And a lot of people go, well, Little Bear, how do we maintain the roads of that? How do we maintain them for thousands of years before this criminal regime? Wake up, people. Pull your head up.
Well, thousands of years ago, we really didn't need much in the way of roads because we didn't have cars. So, I mean, you'd probably beat a path with your horse or your feet, and that's about it. But there you have it. He's on again, making his crazy noises, and it's all good. I just wanted to finish that one up. I cut a lot of it out because I keep laughing about it, but it really is. It's funny to me, but it's too long to make a video out of.